Here's part 2 of what I prepped for my in-laws while they were staying at our house for the week, minding our dog Cookie while we were in New York. He absolutely loves them and has only ever stayed with them, so I knew he was in good hands. This is the chocolate biscuit cake I made yesterday. I just cut it up and put it into a container and of course had a slice, and it was so good. Next, I prepped some veg as I was making a super easy one-pot chicken casserole. I just layered some onion, garlic, carrots, chicken legs, some potatoes, some fresh parsley and dill, and some dried thyme and rosemary. I also added a chicken stock cube, some lemon zest and lemon slices, a generous amount of white wine and some water. I threw that into the oven and then I started on my next dish, which was chicken schnitzels. This was my dipping station with egg with a bit of milk, some seasoned flour and some breadcrumbs, and I love adding some sesame seeds into my breadcrumbs. I made a very large amount of schnitzels because I was also using these in our airport sandwiches. I always bring my own because airport food is so disappointing and so overpriced. I threw the schnitzels into the oven and turned the chicken legs as well so that the top gets crispy. Then I prepped some veg as I was making a veggie loaded lasagna. This was the evening my in-laws were coming over, so I made a giant lasagna. I don't think I've ever made one as big. This was our dinner for that evening and half of it went into the freezer. At that point, I took the chicken out of the oven and I started on a vegetable soup, which was going to be for their lunches. While the soup was simmering, I prepped some salmon parcels. I think this will be Nanny's favorite. She loves salmon. This was really quick to prep. I just wrapped the salmon in puff pastry and threw it into the fridge. And I didn't forget Cookie. I also boiled some chicken for him so that they can throw onto his dog food because he's really fussy. Then I blended the soup, which turned out stunning, and then I made the white sauce for the lasagna. I always add some nutmeg into it for a gorgeous flavor. I then layered my lasagna. I had cooked the meat and veg sauce for about an hour, so it was so flavorful and delicious. And I topped it off with loads of cheese. And this is everything that I made for them. If you want to check out my shepherd's pie and my stew, that's in my first video. They ended up not needing the shepherd's pie, so it was so amazing having a home-cooked meal waiting for us when we got back.